So we are back in the modern format, and we are playing a little bit of 80 card, 4-color Omnath Blade. So obviously, 4 colors is pretty much the minimum if we're going to play Omnath Locus of Creation. So Omnath Locus of Creation is red, green, white, and blue for a 4/4 legendary creature elemental. When it enters the battlefield, we draw a card. That's excellent. Then it has a very interesting landfall trigger. So it says whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 4 life if this is the first time this ability is resolved this turn. If it's the second time, you add red, green, white, and blue. And if it's the third time, Omnath deals 4 damage to each opponent and each planeswalker you don't control. This card is phenomenally powerful. It was banned in its standard format. It's just generally very good at what it does. One of the things it really does well is just spanks the hell out of most aggressive or sort of burn decks that might want to attempt to kill you, which is great in my opinion. Then around that, what have we done here? Well, as the Blade name suggests, we've got 4 Stoneforge Mystic. This fetches up Sword of Feast and Famine, Sword of Fire and Ice, and Batterskull. We have room for 3 pieces of equipment in our 80 card deck, which I think is phenomenal. And other than that, this deck is playing an 80 card deck with Urian, of course. So Urian the Sky Nomad, as I've mentioned before, is mostly useful in decks where you have either a large number of ETB triggers and or enough mana to grab it and play it as a free 4/5 flyer that you can add to your hand in every game. So which of those do we have? Well, it's a kind of a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. Omnath's Glut of Mana off of the second landfall trigger is enough for you to cast a Urian Sky Nomad, assuming that you use a fetch land to do it. Wrenn and Six synergizes excellently with Omnath, giving you a constant flow of fetch lands, which you don't always need. Teferi Time Raveler is just generally useful in hosing opponents' cards along with Spell Queller. Tireless Tracker's Clue tokens gives the Omnath mana another way to get output into value. We have Ice-Fang Coatl and Abundant Growth as permanents we can slide with Urian to draw cards and get some advantage that way. And we got Birds of Paradise, Noble Hierarch as some early acceleration. Lightning Bolt and Lightning Helix here as bits of removal that we can use to sort of get us through the early and mid game against some of the aggressive decks. And finally, we're playing 4 copies of Oust instead of Path to Exile. So this is 1 white mana for put target creature into its opponent's library, second from the top. So not the top card, the one under that. Its controller gains 3 life. So this is, instead of Path to Exile, I think it's a reasonable choice in this meta. We'll see exactly how it works out overall. Teferi does bring it up to instant speed, as long as you've plussed him, which is... sometimes going to come up. Mostly we're just conceding the fact that yes, we're okay with this being sorcery speed if it means we're not giving our opponent extra lands. And extra lands can be very damaging when you're giving them to burn, very difficult when you're giving them to most of the Death Shadows decks right now. A Death Shadow and Scourge Shadow, that our whole archetype is actually very good at using extra mana, either leveraging it through Luris or other means to build up a fairly big advantage. So Oust gives them life instead, which is actually even better against the Death Shadows deck sometimes, as you can shrink or kill their Death Shadow while ousting a separate creature. And otherwise it deals with creatures of any size reasonably well. I think that's most of what we're here to say. Oh, we've 3 copies of Spell Queller. So Spell Queller and Teferi here both give us excellent cards to play on turn 2, assuming we have a Mana Dork on turn 1. They're both creatures that are properly castable off of Noble Hierarch, which taps for white, green, or blue, the Bant colors. Same with Tireless Tracker. And then, of course, Spell Queller and Teferi have an incredible synergy with... Queller exiling spells and Teferi causing them not to be able to come back even if your opponent does kill your Spell Queller. Also, you can downtick to bounce your own Spell Queller, and then your Spell Queller is in your hand ready to go again, and they don't get their spell back. Shauna has just asked, is Mana Leak over Remand a personal preference? I've been dying to play Remand since 2007, 2020. So now I play Remand as a 2-mana counterspell of choice in all the decks. I think Remand is totally fine. I like Mana Leak a lot in general in this metagame. So Remand is a bigger deal when you are playing against more expensive spells. And Mana Leak is better when you're playing against cheaper spells. Because if you remand a Lightning Bolt, they're just going to cast it again for 1 mana. And by far, the most successful archetypes in the format right now are very aggressive, full of very cheap spells. So, in my opinion, I think Remand is generally worse right now, but when the format shifts to being greedier and chunkier and chonkier and controllier, then Remand may see some resurgence. That's also the reason you're not seeing a lot of Force of Negation. Is Force of Negation is really good when you're hitting something 3, 4, or 5 mana that you can pitch for as a tempo gain. But generally speaking right now, I'm pretty happy to play the Mana Leaks. But we've already run into a couple of games, even with this deck list, where Mana Leak is lackluster in the late game. Yeah. Well, but that's another one, Roy. I mean, it may be totally irrelevant against Become Immense. It really, really depends on the situation, right? Because if it's late game, they might just be able to pay another 1 mana and just exile everything all over again. So, I'm not saying that's common. I'm just saying it's very possible. As we're getting into this match, I'm just gonna grab my sweater. It's just a little chilly. I went and did a bunch of cardio, so body has decided to be chilly. Yeah, drawing the card is nice, but I don't know. Like, I love Remand. I like playing Remand, but I think it's very acceptable to be playing Mana Leak right now. Whoa. You constantly wear delightful cardigans, and I will hear none of your commentary about me feeling occasionally chilly when I'm wearing just a t-shirt. So... Opponent has multi 6. Opponent responded to my thing in chat. So I was in Co-Diamond's stream most of last night, also working on the new podcast episode, which should go out today. There was some interesting discussion about, I don't know if I want to call it sportsmanship, but, you know, if anyone on stream is unaware or new, or anyone watching this video on YouTube, Co-Diamonds was saying that he generally finds that he has constructive, good, interesting interactions on Magic Online, usually some quality camaraderie, and I quite agree with that. I've met people that I end up becoming friends with, or at least internet acquaintances with, or etc. Even some of the sort of fairly qualified or successful grinders. And for me, part of what I do here is every single time I start up a match, I always say, "Hey there, good luck and have fun." It's kind of like handshaking on paper. Obviously not right now, but the idea of being polite to the person you're about to play a match against, to me, is just, I don't know, it's just super appealing. It's like they're human, and I want to... For me, it's like, it's about setting up the expectation that I'm going here and saying, "Hi, I'm human, and I appreciate that there's a human being on the other side of the internet that I'm about to play a match of Magic against, and I want them to know that I'm here, that I'm, I don't know, that we're in it together." And, yeah, they've got the mutagenic growth. Good shot. Even worse. You got a new Bluetooth mouse. That's awesome, right? Anyway, But I mean, I respect the opinions of other people on the matter. But I just wanted to ask, you know, anyone out there in the future on YouTube or whatever, you know, just hit me with your opinions on this. Holy shite. On any of this, because I'm interested to know. Back in the early 2000s, people playing paper Magic were unpleasant here in Russia. When I got back in 2017, I was pleasantly surprised with how the community has become so much friendlier. Yeah, and like, I don't know, when I was a teenager, we went and played Magic at a local place, local enough, and you know, there were, you know, crappy people around, but that's the truth in any community and anything that you do anywhere in life. It's not the best, but it is what it is. I think I'd rather Helix here than cast Stoneforge, just because I'm worried about dying. With the increased popularity of the game, the shitbags lost courage. I mean, it's not just... I mean, maybe that's true, but just to expand on that point, Roy, I think I would say with the increase of different types of people and the diversification of the game, that it's become better for everyone involved. The more it wasn't just like sweaty basement dwelling nerds, of which, you know, I could, as a teenager, I probably would be well defined as, considering we hung out in my friend's basement all the time. You know, once you had different types of people coming in, all of a sudden there were incentives not to be quite so, what do I want to say? Not to be quite so internal. Community got older. Also, playing older formats tends to attract more serious people who care about the experience more than winning at all costs. Yeah, that's definitely true. Oh, it's back. It's back, baby. All right. We're still in trouble, but we'll see. But yeah, I mean, yeah, if you go check out Legacy for the most part, right? I would say by and large, you get a lot. There's a lot more people who do it just for the love of the game, because it's much more difficult to afford. So you usually get people who have like families and careers and all sorts of that stuff. And yeah, exactly. So it tends to lend itself to that. All right, I would like to top deck an Omnath into a fetch land. Well, that's half of what I asked for, which I guess is good enough. So they have 5 damage on the board. If they have any spell, we die. Spell Queller doesn't really help. So I'm probably just cantripping this Abundant Growth to try to find something useful. And then Spell Queller is the Hail Mary that keeps us alive if we need to do that. Turns out we ended up spinning our wheels too much here against Blue-Red Prowess. But I am enjoying the conversation where I got to distract myself from my incoming doom. All right, that's a 3rd Snowland. Snow permanent, that is. So I could play Stoneforge Mystic this turn and try to do things that way. I think Ice-Fang's not worth it this turn. And I think... No, looking for modern in all the love places would be that blitz, but I'm happy to have you on board. I'm glad to see you, friend. I hope you're doing well. Just having a long, semi-pointless discussion about, I don't know, magic and sportsmanship, I guess is the right way to frame that. Okay, so assuming the last card in their hand is not a burn spell or whatever, let's just play the Ice-Fang. I guess I could have quelled the Soulscar Mage. We'll just see where we're at in a second here. I probably should have quelled the Soulscar Mage. I was just talking too much. Okay. Okay, this is looking good. And a Mana Leak? Oh my. I wonder if the last card in their hand is... Okay, this is basically irrelevant. It just means I'm taking, what, 1 extra damage? That's fine? That's fine. Oh, there's so much love to be found in Zach places. I'm a very loving human being. And that was like part of the, I don't know, frustration that I was having online where people were like getting kind of riled up that I had called Oops All Spells garbage, even though it clearly just 5-0'd, even though Pi Gonti was saying like he enjoys the deck. It's like, well, yeah, like Pi's opinion is worth 1,000,000 times more than mine. I'm just part of that little shitty group of people who, you know, I dump on decks for, yeah, it's on Twitter. Not in any big significant way. I'm just saying, like, I don't have any problem with people playing powerful, consistent decks. They should do that. In fact, more people should be more okay with it. Crap. I think I have to play Stoneforge into Spell Queller here. Hopefully that's good enough. If I had top deck the land, we would be in a different spot. I could play the Omnath and pray. Rip Fetch Land for the win. I think playing Stone... As they should, buddy. Listen, but like shit-talking each other's archetypes is important. Like, I feel like it's a great source of camaraderie, and or it should be, until someone takes it too far, and then we all have to get, you know, HR sensitivity training. I happen to think, I don't know, I like the world where we can be shitheads with each other. I like the world where, like, I've always said the things like, I don't like, I've never been able to get on board with people who are too nice all the time. You know, I just think it's boring. Why would, like, you gotta shit talk each other. It's funnier that way, you know? But I grew up with 90s sitcoms and shit, so who knows? I'm hoping what's in their hand is light up the stage. It looks like it is. It's something that they couldn't use here. No, I try to find a balance too, Blitz. Like, I'm obviously a big pusher of, you know, respect and love and joy for the game and etc. Okay. Okay, I think we're officially penned in to jam Omnath, and we must find a land. Yeah. Please, Omnath Daddy. Exactly. And like, as long as everyone's in on it, it's fine. And if they're not, suddenly it's not okay. And I don't have any objection to that. Like and there are people who take it over that line, right? Like, everyone has a different place on that spectrum, and that's fine too. I will never be a mill player, but I love the mill deck. Some people have a different opinion. Maybe it's because the archetypes that they like to play get hosed by mill. I don't know. But regardless, you know, some people just think it's bad because it used to be bad. Some people think it's bad for, I don't fucking know what reason. But, you know, it doesn't matter. They just, that's their hill to die on, apparently. So I'm looking to gain this life before... Uh-oh. What are they... Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're not dead. So an old modern player is complaining to the bartender. I top 8'd multiple PTQs with Jund, but nobody calls me John the Jund player. I won FNM with Crazy Brews, but nobody remembers me as John the Brewer. I had good results with Blue Eye Control, but nobody calls me John the Blue Mage. But that one time I had turned 3 natural draw on the play. I like it. I like it. Why did they dart me? What? Are you gonna hit me? Oh, they're leaving it in case I had Ice-Fang. That's fair. I'm not one to say this game is over, but this game here, this one might be a little bit over. I don't even know if I wanted to equip the Batterskull to Omnath, or if I just wanted to play play a sort of Fire and Ice and equip. How many MTG players does it take to screw in a light bulb? 1 to screw it in, and 10,000 to tell them how they misplayed, or they chose the wrong light bulb. I don't know which direction it's gonna go, but I'm gonna guess it's one of those. 1 to screw it in, and 1 to tell them how they could have done it a turn earlier. I like that one too. I kind of like Fiery Justice here, and I kind of want Knight of Autumn here. Oh my god. I watched Canister on stream. He pulled up the footage and went through to watch the draft pick. And he was like, I don't know. Seemed fine to me. And I'm just like watching and I'm like, agreed. Like, it doesn't seem egregious. And it, like, the foil Tarmogoyf, I enjoyed someone else's tweet was, yo, I'm really behind on responding to this limited, this draft thing. But I totally would have chosen the foil Tarmogoyf, which is a reference to like 17 years ago, the Time Spiral PT, limited PT, where Future Sight was one of the packs in the top 8 draft pod, and there was a foil Tarmogoyf, and someone picked it. It was like 4th, and it was just like universally like everyone knew it was the wrong pick, and it's like, yeah, but it's a foil Tarmogoyf. No, I think it was Future Sight. I think it was an original. I'm fairly certain. It might have been Modern Masters 2. I wasn't actually playing when it happened. I know that much. But it might have been Modern Masters 2. So you see, even my details on it are crap. But irregardless, do I want to? Either way, sick boomer reference. If it's 2015, that's not even a boomer reference. Modern Masters 2? Well, I know about a whole bunch of controversies from the early to mid 90s, and it's really funny to hear Mark Rosewater talk about them, because he's like weirdly respectful of the fact that in original Magic, like on the Pro Tour, people would just cheat. All right. This hand would be really good if I knew I was drawing lands. I have 2 shots and I have 2 mana creatures. Can I keep this? It's really loose, but I really want to keep it. Tarmy Boy foils were worth something. They're still worth something. They're just not worth anywhere near as much as they were at that point. Portuguese card and the trap is in English. There are definitely other stories similar to that one, Roy, where it's like someone put a card into their draft pool, and that card is in the set, but they picked a version that's from the wrong set. It just had a different set symbol. It's like, wow, you are really good at cheating, aren't you? Got shot. Womp, womp. At least that's like actually costing them a card. Although, yeah. Being on the draw. And I cannot top deck a Lightning Helix or Bolt here to any relevance, unfortunately. Possibly should have led on Birds of Paradise, but so if I shock now, put in Stoneforge, it's probably just going to eat a bigger burn spell. Next turn, I can Teferi to get the Stormwing off the battlefield, at least temporarily, most likely. So I think... Yeah, well, it's what was the quote or movie or whatever? Oh, I can't play Teferi next turn. There's a quote or movie or whatever where they were just saying, "Oh no, it's Better Call Saul," and if you're not aware, because it comes up very quickly, but the titular character who's sort of Lionel Hutz style lawyer in Breaking Bad, yeah, we're just super fucking dead here, is he's an ex-con. But one of the things he says when he's a lawyer, he's like, everyone always expects criminals to be smarter. And by and large, it's just not true. They're just preying on people's expectations most of the time. They just don't expect anyone to think about what they're doing ever. No, of course you get irked by incompetence, but like, it's a weird assumption that someone who would intentionally break rules would be particularly good at it. You know what I mean? Like, what if they're not good enough to win legitimately? What makes you think they'd be good enough to win by cheating? You know, obviously they think it gives them an advantage, but what makes you think that they'd be good at doing it? Because like, good players are in theory already watching the game very well. So people who are, I think most people who are willing to cheat would be pretty, like, they're probably not great players. That's the reason they feel the need to cheat. And good players are kind of watching for every angle that they can legitimately get an advantage, much less that they get it for free when the opponent cheats and then they're just like, oh, game loss. Get the hell out. So we're super duper dead. We're going to 1 this turn, but I cannot... No, there's a Lavadar. We're just dead. Got it. I don't care. All right, we'll push for a little bit more removal this game if we possibly can. It's not really a lot I can do. On the play, I'm kind of more comfortable with more mana leaks. 3-Sot's a little clunky right here. I guess cutting Sword of Feast and Famine seems okay. And then... kind of want to cut Wrenn and Six, but I feel like it has like a good engine thing going for it. Maybe I'll just cut a Spell Queller. It's pretty good on the play, though. Especially if it eats a Manamorphose. Cut one of these Knights. Knight doesn't seem particularly good here. Having Knight in at all is kind of but there's like enough mediocre cards in my main deck in this matchup that I feel okay with it. What is Melik? Roy. I don't know what Melik is. Melik is at Paragon. Play with the top card of your library revealed. You may cast instant and sorcery cards from the top of your library. Whenever you cast an instant sorcery card, copy it. Holy crap. It's a crazy card. It sucks? I mean, yeah, it's obviously not... Like, it's 6 mana. I'm just saying it's like... That's a really wild design for a card. This hand just flat out sucks, huh? It's better. It's not great, but it's better. Opponent also mulls, thank goodness. I want to ship one of these. And we'll fetch... Oh, shoot. Fetch Ketria Triome on 1? Yeah. Okay. It's not bad, but I can't play a Wrenn and Six if I draw it. Okay, whatever. So, yeah, I think I definitely made a mistake with that mulligan. I was overly tempted by the idea of not losing life, and it's probably incorrect. It looks like they're setting up for turn 2 Stormwing, and that'll be really nice into my mana leak here. So, maybe. I can just oust it, though. Getting Stoneforge down on turn 2 is super high value. Even if they have the... bolt. Please bolt it in response. Please bolt it in response. I would like to know ahead of time. Vapor Snag. What? Why? I guess that maybe that's their only answer. This is so good for me, right? Whatever. Okay. Just get the... This has got to be Morphos into Stormwing or something similar, right? It's like the only reason they could have kept this hand. Yeah, I mean, that's what I meant, right? Like, the card is very, very powerful, right? It's just poorly costed. It doesn't have a particularly good body. But, like, that ability is fantastic. That's so powerful. Holy crap. I can't play Oust and Stoneforge this turn. But I guess I can Oust and then play Ice-Fang or Mana Leak, so that's not too bad. Hey, what's going on there, buddy? So the next card they're going to draw is Storming Entity. I really would like to draw with Ice-Fang this turn, but I also want my Ice-Fang to be able to eat something. I think I can Mana Leak this Monastery Swiftspear. And then Ice-Fang next turn. Hopefully also hitting a land. Let's see if they have Spell Pierce or some nonsense. Although then they're back to 1 card in hand, which is not too bad. I don't know. I'm successfully heavily limiting their threats, so that feels pretty good. So they want to get their Stormwing down next turn. That's going to be what they draw this turn. They have 2 cards in hand, not necessarily... you know what? It's fine. Let's just not overthink any of this. Let's just play Stoneforge, go get our Batterskull. Which Ral are you trying to what Ral? You want Ral Zarek or do you want Ral is it no crap, what is that one called? It's the 4 CMC Ral. Storm Conduit. Oops, all Rals. Storm Conduit. Okay, good draw. That's a crazy good draw, right? Yeah. As long as I don't screw this up, it looks pretty locked up. Hey, Larry Spongeworthy, how's it going, buddy? You are my favorite sub, but only because you've given me nowhere close to the most money. Oh my god. More in subs, maybe, but I think Blitz might have just like crushed you actually overall in terms of donations in general. I don't know what to tell you. I miss your abuse sometimes. Well, I am the superior sim. I'm glad it didn't censor it. Words are not in and of themselves hurtful. They can be, based on historical context, etc. But I don't know. Maybe unpopular or inaccurate opinion, but I think the meaning meant behind the word is so often so much more powerful than the actual word used. As I've always used the example, I can be plenty cruel or obnoxious or whatever without using any words that are vulgar. Did they have a braid? No, because if they had a braid, they would have attacked the Soul Scar, right? I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm okay with it. Especially because I have Mana Leak. Do I let this resolve because it likely means they'll sacrifice the mountain to dart it here? I know my Germ will get 3 -1/-1 counters, but a 3/3 lifelink that draws me a card has Vigilance and Shock. Well, I'm just... Is it worth getting them to expend more resources? Because at this point, like, they haven't really committed. I'm concerned about the last card in their hand being Spell Pierce, but they'll have to Lavadart it afterwards anyway, so it doesn't matter one way or the other. I'm glad that I reasoned it out, because if they have Mystic Dispute or Spell Pierce here, I get fucked anyway. Flashback Lavadart. Okay, so they're still gonna shrink it. Oh, maybe they have another Bolt? Nope. Okay. Going upstairs. We dunking on them, chat. We dunking. Just call me Donuts because we dunking. Game. I mean, I'm only at 18. They could kill me here. It's prowess. Never count them out. Don't put baby in the corner. So even if they have Wild Slash or what here? Sword deals the damage, yes. Maybe when Treasure Cruise was legal. I'm not really sure why they're still in this game. I'm okay with it. I'll leave back Stoneforge in case there's a Monastery Sphere. So I'm pretty sure the clock is the same either way. Do fly day Chinatown. What did they just gust? The Wrenn and Six? Oh, it's the prowess triggers blocking. Yeah, okay. Yeah, put it on top, you know, whatever. Yeah, okay. So I can play bird, and then I can go field into Ice-Fang if I want to. Sorry. And the right time to field is now, because I blocked them from using their cantrip land. Let's get a forest. Let's get a forest. 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 That's not a forest. Stupid fuck. Opponent shocks themselves. Interesting choice. Yay, we won. Yeah, Odin's, it's pretty sweet that those cards are just, like, balanced there. Also, what up, Hip Hop Anonymous? Still loving your name. Is this the best deck in Modern? Hey, Rodu-san. Unless exclamation point lurk means you don't want me to call you out, in which case I didn't. Jiggy, did you see my post in the sort of MTG general chat on Serum Visions where I was just like, so I went through my collection yesterday and I had a small freak out because I couldn't find my actual like Niv core cards, and then I had to go through my whole collection again, and I did find them eventually, but it was just one of those things where I was like, oh no, like how could I have possibly misplaced Niv? It was not the last deck I played in paper. The last deck I played in paper was 4-color Snow Control. Yeah, my Niv cards are in their own sort of pile. So Banqual is our new opponent. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. Oh, I don't have the cards for most recent list, but I do have a Urian. Is this a keep? Yeah, this is a keep. This gets Raugrin Triome on one, and I'm not playing this Helix soon, but I'll play it eventually. I can keep this in the dark. I'm not excited to test Egon personally. Jiggy has good thoughts. Oh no. Well, we've got a field on the draw. Field plus Wrenn and Six? Oh, it's happening! As long as we don't immediately lose. No. As long as they don't hit turn 3 Tron, we're in business here. Guessing deck has Street Wraith. That'd probably be a good guess. What are you doing? You're supposed to beat me, not... You just... I'm so upset. I'm so upset. I'm gonna be so upset when we lose this. You don't even understand. Roy, Jiggy, one of you is my agent, right? Someone get Emma Partlow on the phone so that we can stream some Greentron and do it quote-unquote correctly and then tilt off when we lose. Because I can't with this. It's how can you be a bad Tron player if you've lost to it as many times as I have, which I feel like you have, Jiggy. I thought that was how you played Oops All Spells, Alex. Sorry, that's how you played Lotus Field combo in Pioneer. Oh. Well, that's gonna crap on my fun a little bit. Unless I can put another card in my graveyard in response. All right. Odin's, I don't know if you're allowed to say that phrase on the internet right now. I think it's still a little soon. The wound is a little fresh. Not for me, obviously, but I... Okay. I have to field. There's no way to protect the field. What, I only have one more field in the deck, right? Yeah. Well, maybe we'll just top deck it, because... Alright. What color do I want off of this? White? White seems okay. Did they F6? I guess I'm about to find out. No? Odin's, you're being deleted from the... They F6'd. Of course they did. Of course they did. They missequenced their early turns. Why wouldn't I get nonstop free value? Listen, we literally started this stream off with a PSA about flaming archetypes and etc. And how Magic players, we enjoy being kind of scummy to each other, but we don't really mean it because it's all in good fun unless people take it too far. And then we have to have the talk. And then we have to spend the next week being careful about what we say. And then we come back full circle again. So I don't want to have this conversation again right now. Yes, I do enjoy those movies. I need to watch me some Avengers and Watchmen again. All right. So the last land that they got was another mine. Did they just tap their mine for green? Did anyone see that? All right. Not that it matters, I swear to God they just tapped their mine for green mana. Weird. Whatever. I have white, so I can get a blue here. Yeah, so there was... a tweet from MTG Esports or something like that, that was literally those words. Why are Tron players the way they are? And Tunneling Cat fired back at them, basically saying, like, why are you guys promoting sort of in-community hate of archetypes? That doesn't seem particularly healthy for the people who publish the game to do. And they responded to that with "found the Tron player." And then apparently, I don't know if they said it, but someone said the word transphobic. I assume without being aware that the person in question is trans. And so that... Yeah, that was the point where it clearly lost its footing a little bit. Yeah. And then someone on that in Magic Esports did step down from their role a few days later. So there was some speculation that they stepped down or were asked to leave or whatever over that incident. Now, I don't know if any of that's true. Maybe I'm just feeding speculation by saying it out loud. I don't know if I believe it. I don't really care, honestly. What did I think it was out of line for them to do? Yes. Did I think it was funny? Yeah, kind of. Yeah, I thought it was funny. I don't I don't want to hurt anyone. I like people. I like the person in question, you know? Some of my best friends at Tron plays. Yeah, I happen to think it was really funny. Like when Wendy's would flame people with their social media account. Like, but was it inappropriate for a company to do? Obviously, you know. They didn't know any better is not a great excuse. Yeah, exactly. Like both people were kind of in the wrong there, in my opinion. So I don't. Yeah. Oh. I was thinking, I was like, you know, if this is Karn, I can't counter it. But that one I can. Mana leak and concession. So we never should have been able to win that game, but my Tron player let me have it, so let's take it. How low is my rating right now? Can we check? Can we go check how low my rating is right now? I would like to know. I've been in the low 1800s before. Constructed 1684. No, my Tron opponent shouldn't be this bad. This is anomalous. Yeah, I don't want to comment on that part of it. Again, I don't really want to. I don't actually know anything about the person in person. I don't know if they're public Odins. Yeah, but they're also someone who qualified for the Pro Tour, Alex, right? They qualified for the PT. Like, I'm not saying that necessarily means they're good, but they won it. They did it by winning a modern challenge with e-tron. I mean, they're a damn good player, and you know, I mean, I hate to phrase it this way, but like, you can't cheat on Magic Online. Interesting. 2016? Huh. Weird. Anyway, my rating is well, so they got rid of player ratings, Mike, in 2020. But that was your Planeswalker player rating. I mean, you didn't have to do that, Alex. I understand you chose to do that. I'm just I don't want to talk about this person anymore. I don't have a heavy association with this person. I respect them, generally speaking, but whatever. What's the highest? Well, there's no highest. Do you mean highest possible, or do you mean the person who has the highest? Because I don't know who has the highest currently. I'm assuming it's something like the 2400s, but I've heard on some versions of ELO people get as high as 2700. So I don't know. Yeah, that's fair, Alex. I just don't know enough about them in person. But like, obviously, I've been supplied with enough data that it's hard for me not to be skewed. And like, obviously, if I ever have to interact with them in person, that might change fairly quickly based on the previous data supplied. Like, I'm not going to jump to any conclusions about anyone based on what other people say, but you know, if they corroborate that, I mean, you get a weird Pygmalion confirmation bias thing, but. It's theoretically possible to have infinite points, right? Because if you have people piling on top of each other, because it like on like a pyramid, right? And like it could be infinitely large with people playing from different peaks against each other and just kind of climbing. This player did not have turn 3 Tron. And I'm going to pop that map. Of course, they'll still have the Tron, I assume, but maybe not. And then we might be in this. We'll see. Okay. Taking a land? I always assume they're going to take lands. Maybe that's not correct. Exiles a card from my hand. I don't know why, I just wasn't expecting that one. I guess it kind of makes sense. No, not particularly, Mike. Okay, it's not enough yet, but we're getting there. Yeah, Roy, I had to give the stream the office camera shot. Yeah, Feast and Famine seems fine here. As they get brutalized. All right, it's a lot of mana. 9 whole manas. Interesting choice. Yikes. What with my life can't possibly get any worse. Or no, it's at least look at the bright side, buddy. It can't get any worse. How many times have I told you not to say that? Every time you say that, something worse does happen. I've seen it on Happy Days. Watch it. 3, 2, 1. For some reason, it really thrills me that the reference point for that joke is Happy Days. Seen it on Happy Days. Just listen. 3, 2, 1. All right. Well, food for the worm god, I suppose. Worms for the worm god. Calling it now. They've got a second card. Okay, well, I mean, I feel like we're going to lose this game anyway, so I'm not particularly worried about it, but, you know, boop. All right, opponent, it's all you, baby. Uh-oh. The Sanctum. Oh, that's not so bad. Oh, no. Mr. Butlertron. Do you not mean the squirrel? No, the skunk. Skunky Poo. Oh, Principal Scudworth. Yeah. It's Squidworth and Skunk Scudworth and Skunky Poo. Because they're parodying like Looney Tunes, but they're like, what if it was semi-realistic? And this person was just getting like absolutely beat to shit and like having dynamite explode in their mouth and stuff. Yeah, Principal Cinnamon J. Scudworth is who you're looking for. Yeah, yeah. Free bacons for Scudworths? Why, I'm a Scudworth! Do. Nothing could be worse than the pain I feel in this moment. But at least I still have this bacon to enjoy. God damn it, what a great show. Fiery Justice against Tron? I guess maybe. I don't... Oh, maybe you're right, but I don't think so. Yeah, it's not gonna do it. Man, this kind of sucks, but it's maybe okay. I obviously I kept it, but opponent mulled to nothing. They kept their 7. It's false cure on a creature. Is that whenever an opponent gains life, they lose that much life instead? I don't think so. Veto Thorn of the Dusk Rose is the opposite. It's whenever you gain life, your target player loses that much life. Yikes. Well, might be a quick one here. Wrenn and Six off the top. Bang. I know I boarded one out. Bang. Bang, 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 bang. Veto's Fiery Justice. Ooh. Firsty XDD.
You can run, but you can't glide.
Thanks for the raid, friend. Listen, we think what we could get here, Roy. Well, shoot. Raiding party. I mean, to be fair, they didn't actually have it in their first game, right? They, like, horribly shanked their sequencing, and that was the one that we won. So, like... Alright. They always sometimes have it. Accurate. Alright. We get to break up their Tron once. We went after their mines last time, so let's just go after the mines again. I love that Pixie song, Where's My Mind? That's a good one, Roy. I had a good one with my friend in the States the other day, which was, fool me once, fascism, shame on you. Fool me twice, America. Which I thoroughly enjoyed. Okay. Teferi bounce map is pretty cool. It's either that or I just hold up Mana Leak. I think Teferi bounce map is better. But... And then next turn I have Omnath, fetch land, 5 mana to do... Well, I'll take an extra card with it. So, hopefully that works. Yeah, I understand that, Roy, but like 5 is not the worst thing they can do with 5 is like what? Play an O-Stone? Oh, maybe they'll have a Karn. Baby Karn. That's a really good pickup if they don't pop this relic. Yikes. If I were them, I'd probably, yeah. Good job, opponent. Oh. Of course. Of course. Well. 7 cards in hand. Turn 4 Tron. Oh, are they pumping? I'm sorry, what now? What? If they also have O-Stone, it'll be a big suck. Okay. Uh-huh. Alright. It's bad, but not as bad as it could be. That's a magic card. You're damn right. Omnath, Locus of Creation. Field? Queller. Man, these cards all suck. Oh no. If I crack this now for the mana, they can just eat my Misty in response to the Wrenn and Six. Why couldn't I play this land on their turn? Because I'll play Wrenn and Six though and pick up my Orion, so it's fine. It's not great, but it's something. Bob that head. Burgeoning for Modern Horizons 2. That this is some legacy witchcraft. Relic? What? Opponent, come on. You don't have to be this nice. Eh, I'm not mad about it, but... Burgeoning. Green, enchantment. Whenever an opponent plays land, you may put a land... Ooh! Alright. It's like reverse... what's it called? Is it just called Explore? Just Exploration? Exploration, right? Listen, I know you're attacking. You know you're attacking. Just attack. Also, so they don't have an Ugin? Because if they did, they would just play Ugin minus for X4? I don't think Omnath identifies as an anything, though, right? It's an elemental. More like a force of nature. So I think you could call Omnath he, she, it, or they, and I don't really think they would care. I actually don't even know if it's not an it. I mean, as far as I don't know enough about the lore to tell you if Omnath has, like, personhood, I guess that's what to call it. Karn liberated. Well, fuck. Yeah, we couldn't dodge any of this forever. And they get to Sanctum for whatever they want. Oh, the league for it next turn. He identifies as a Locus? I'm fairly certain that he doesn't. Otherwise, your Glimmer Void would be powered up. Sentience? Yeah, I guess so. Karn is technically agendered, but since everyone calls him him and he just doesn't care. Thought Ashiok was the only possible sentient elemental on Zendikar. Maybe you're right. Who knows? I don't. Let's top deck the other Field of Ruin. Bang. Because otherwise, we're not doing anything. We're dying. I mean, that's not it at all. They put Ulamog in their hand? Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, Omnath pose for your creature counts as a Locus. Because he's a Locus. Omnath post is going to be a great deck. They have 6 cards in hand. Fuck. Oh my god. Ah. Yeah. Alright. Ah. Fuck. I don't want to lose. Uh-huh. Opponent bothers going to combat. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Suck Mana Leak nerd. Yeah, we're just done here. Unfortunate. Lost to a very medium Tron player, but those are the breaks. It's a very, very good deck.
It's all over, people. We don't have a prayer.
Spend only Locus mana to cast this Omnath. That's that's something, Mike. Oh, we went down to a really good 7. No. We beat Blue Red Prowess in round 1, Shauna. So we beat one version of the Fun Place. I think generally speaking, this deck is not well set up to beat Tron, but the competitive event that I got this from, and in most competitive events, Tron is not really a huge force at the moment. So. So they stopped the Omnath cycle with this last one? I mean, we have no reason to think so, El Rodiasan. I think there will be one more. There could even be 2 more. Especially because Omnath is from Zendikar. So there could be one that requires a colorless someday. The first ever, like, 6 quote-unquote color card. Yeah, I think I'll keep that on the play. It's not great. It's not bad. The mana is, like, perfect. Except for... not being enough of it. Obviously, we can't play Helix with this, but... Aha! Opponent's not on Omnath, though. I don't know what to make of this, but I'm sure we'll figure it out when we get there. Land? Not land. Nahiri fixed all the damage the Eldrazi caused and was caused by their imprisonment at the end of the most recent set. I don't know. I didn't check out the story from the most recent one. But I'm just speculating. Like it's if they want to undo that and or anything else that they ever have done with the Magic story, they can just choose to, right? I mean, that's just the thing they can do, right? They're writers. They have writers. They're fantasy world creating people. They can literally just say like, yeah, but they're back. And then some people will complain, and other people will be like, it's so cool they came back even though they were gone. Yeah, all right. Weird flex. Yeah, but again, Alex, like it just doesn't matter. Like they just I'm just saying, like if they want to do a thing, they can do a thing. So I believe they will finish. For the love of Christ, I believe they will finish the Omnath cycle with white, blue, black, red, green. But who's to say they wouldn't do a sixth one? And I probably should have main phased the Ice-Fang. I'm just a little tilted by the way this game is going so far. Who's to say they won't do a sixth one, add colorless? That'd be a really cool, wild way to do the first ever like colored and colorless card. It's also one of the few ways I would imagine them doing colored plus colorless. I think they would either do like a single color and colorless in the mana cost, or 5 colors and colorless in the mana cost. 5 colors plus colorless in the mana cost, if they put that in a set, would be the right way to do it. Are we just using other people's worlds now? We're going to go to the D&D Drizzt storyline and then Dragonlance series. I mean, yes, that is. I mean, it's possible. I mean, they're using other people's worlds, so they might start using other people's stories. Okay, could never find my third land. Gavin Verhey's trying so hard to add purple Inquisition of Kozilek. Yeah, that's kind of it, right? All right. I don't really know what I'm against, other than it's like banned creature stuff. Yeah, I'm not Skullclamp, but I'm a bitter, angry old man. I kind of like sort of Fire and Ice here. Don't know what I don't want. Oh, probably Mana Leak, actually, because they're likely to have their own Teferis, right? Yeah, it looks to be a Soul Herder-like deck. I'm even wondering maybe like Ashiok. Oh, Fiery Justice is probably insane, right? That's what I should have instead of Knight, because I didn't even see any equipment out of them. Period. Like I feel like Fiery Justice might just eat them alive. Well, they already semi like developed and were going to put the color purple into Future Sight, right? And then they didn't, because they were like, well, Their idea was to have it carve out its own space, but that I drew my 1-of mana leak that I left in. All right, well, we'll keep this hand anyway. It's not bad. Not good, but we've got a cantrip, so our deck is also like a lot of action, so just got to draw a little bit. Swamps are purple? No, the basic land for purple was going to be city. I'm not joking. City. You don't think of purple as a royal color, Roy? So I'm assuming my opponent has Spell Snare. That's what they shocked for on 1. Possibly Spell Pierce. Because they were ready for turn 2 Teferi? Yeah, that would make sense. We will see. All right. Vomit green, yellow. That is a quality color, Roy. Ice-Fang. Sure, you got it. Ka-ching. Will I be bouncing that Ice-Fang? You bet your bippy. If I have to. Man, their colors are really poor right now. They have no white at all. So we're not going to field until I feel like we have to. What is this? Oh, that's so gross. Spell Snare me? Yeah, Tron got SG. They have the Spell Snare, right? Spell Pierce? One of the two. Mana Leak? If it puts it off for a turn, I'll take it. Oh, I was right. It is Spell Snare. Why did they float the extra 1? Oh, hey, Mahawk. How you doing, Pi? Hope you're doing well, my friend. So, Pagante, how is your sex life? So let's grab the here I am. Of course. The room is fantastic. Alright, it's all you, opponent. What do you got? Pop EE, redeploy. Ice-Fang? Mm-hmm. I have not seen the Disaster Artist. When I bounce EE, then they attack down my Teferi. Right? Am I wrong? Yeah, they would have just killed my Teferi by attacking it. So then I'd be in this state, but worse. I think that's correct. Bolt the Snake, same EV. Yeah, I didn't. I guess I'm reticent to bolt the Snake. I don't want to bolt the Snake. I probably eventually will. So I could have plus the Teferi. Yeah, that probably was the right way to go. Just looking to draw some action at the moment. At that moment. Gotta push the snake. Y'all gotta push the snake. That's what I'm saying. What is this? Some sort of sword? Another EE? What in the fuck? Why? Okay. Oh, I guess then I wouldn't be able to cast Orion this turn. Okay, sure. Sick play, yo. You got me good. Alrighty then. I can't cast the Orion. Thanks, Shauna. I literally can't cast the Orion this turn. That's fine. Yeah, I'm going to cycle it. So I've got Field plus Cycle Triome or Bolt plus Cycle Triome, so I'm pretty happy. Yikes. Alright. What's the worst that could happen? I mean, I could die here, but you know. Wow, that was not a great collected company. Field, sure. Do I want to field here? I think so. If I am going to field here, I'm fielding the Hallowed Fountain. They could float the mana and then... oh, but they can't target anything of mine. Alright, so that's fine. Alright, got him. Yeah. I figured it out, Roy. I looked at my mana, I was like, what are they going to kill? Alright, I don't have anything. My mana kind of sucks right now. But you know, in this specific scenario, it's not a bad thing. It's kind of good, actually. It's kind of great. Fuck you. Oh my god, deck, please. Please. Deck, please. Give me some fucking action, Jesus. I'm hanging out here like a mule with a spinning wheel. Nobody knows how I got it, and danged if I know how to use it. Heh, mule. The name's Landley, Lyle Landley, and I come before you with an idea. Probably the greatest... Oh, it's not for you. It's more of a Shelbyville idea. Now, you just wait a minute. We're twice as smart as the people of Shelbyville. You just tell us your idea and we'll vote for it. I don't know why I love that description of the American voter so much, but I really do. Enchant the fetch so you don't have to lose life. Yo, I'm making control player decisions here, right? This is not oops all spells, bruh. You can't just do stuff like that. I'm always proud of you, Pi. I'm not proud of you for what decks you play. I'm proud of you for how goddamn well you play them. I'm proud of you for being the kind of person who would bother associating with me. Proud to call you my friend. Are they fielding me? No. Really? Why? I have so many lands. They don't know. I'm playing 80 cards. I guess they don't know. All right. Oh, you jerk. I was going to bounce that. For value. I did not know that, Shauna, but somehow not surprised. Alright, so bounce this first. Then they don't have a flyer. Could oust the knight, but that gives them a way to kill my Stoneforge. Sorry, what I get with my Stoneforge? I think I just play Stoneforge straight into the Batterskull here, right? Probably. I can't see a reason not to. I mean, I can't dodge them having an out for Batterskull. Like, they're gonna have it or they don't have it now. I did not need to shock that land, and my sorceries are currently actually sorceries, so I guess I could grab Feast and Famine to try to protect my Stoneforge, but that means I don't have to waste the Batterskull if they do have removal, because Batterskull is theoretically able to dodge removal someday. I don't have to put Batterskull into play right away, but I feel like if I don't do that, I'm just wasting a ton of mana this turn. It was certainly implied. I could get a card, like Sword of Feast and Famine, play second Teferi, plus the Teferi, and have Oust ready to go to defend it. And then if they don't remove my Stoneforge next turn, we go play Equip Swing. That's something. Certainly something. I feel like that's maybe better. Yeah, I still have white. Teferi, form of Teferi. Teferi, 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 son. MP3 phones. I could have ousted in response to their fetch there. Shuffled away their knight. Did they fail to find? No. It really tells me that there's a log in this game, and it just like doesn't tell you stuff sometimes. I guess it usually tells you if they fail to find, but worst personal assistant ever. Well, it's just like weirdly spotty, you know what I mean, Roy? It tells you like a lot of pertinent information, and it'll just drop the ball sometimes and be like, here's all this information that you'll never ever need. What about the one piece of information I do need? Ooh, I'm not so good with that one. Bounce to Teferi. Yeah, alright. I mean, my Oust is still alive. And if I can obtain for you these animals? I'm sorry, Apu. Can no longer wear this Quickie Mart name tag. And you can no longer tell people about our fried pickles. Oh. I have been drummed out of my profession. Teferi in attack mode. Scraw! Oh no. They have an out. I never could have guessed. Uh-huh. Uh-oh. Alrighty then. Boy. Huh. Cast? Yay! We magicked. And now I play Omnath. And I'll play a Flooded Strand. And I'm a Kraken. Release the Kraken! I'm the Kraken. Hey, opponent, there's a nice card in the hand you have there. It'd be a shame if something happened to it. What was it? What was your last card? Is it a big hit? Deputy of Detention. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Yeah, I'll just bounce a bird. Burb. Burb is the word. Alright. Omnath's got a sword. Tireless Tracker has 2 swords. He didn't need another one. Teferi, the man, the legend routine? What is the man, the legend routine, if I'm not clear on that? Which I might not be. Okay. That's a magic card. That's a Geist Saint draft. Oh boy. Well then. Oh, they have to block though. Well, they don't know that they have to block. Okay. They could just die here. Okay, first things first. Okay. And they can't kill a tracker here on the attack either. Well, if they kill a tracker, they lose the game. Works for me. Go team. I feel like Roy would actually know this, but if anyone else in chat knows, is there an Exalted for blocking? There is, right? It's like some commander thing. No. When this creature blocks, if it blocked alone, or when a creature you control blocks, if it blocks alone, blank. Because Bushido is when it blocks or becomes blocked, right? But I'm talking Exalted for blocking. So flanking is not similar at all. At all. Flanking is when a creature becomes blocked. If the blocking creature does not have flanking, or sorry, when an attacking creature is blocked by a creature without flanking, that creature gets -1/-1. Yeah, but I'm talking on the other side, right? Because Rampage incentivizes the person you're attacking to block you with 1. But that's not... All right, I think I can keep this. Yeah, this is fine. Okay. No. I just... for some reason, I thought... yeah, Fiery Justice, bro. Fiery Justice is nuts. For some reason, Roy, I thought... I just said for blocking. No, but I was like specific... Like, Exalted for blocking. This is not a loose description. I'm talking very specifically. Is there a mechanic that is very specifically Exalted for blocking? I guess I might have said like Exalted, but for blocking. But what I mean is there Exalted for blocking? Okay. Do I want to oust this Hierarch? I think that I do. Yeah. It's all good. It's not... I didn't actually know if there was an answer or not. I just thought... I just thought I remembered it existing. I was like at some point someone told me, like, they were like, oh yeah, they did that in Commander this year. It's like, they did Exalted for blocking. But it like works for your teammates or some shit. I don't know. No Teferi. Good. Probably... Probably there's an Ice-Fang here. But I don't really care. I have an extra fetch land, so let's do this into this. And then we'll probably cycle Triome, but we'll see. Eh? I like a Wrenn and Six. I love that. I do like a Wrenn and Six. Yeah, let's do that. They can't Queller. They get a mana leak or a spell snare. That's fine. I didn't need this. That's fine. Not adding to the board. Prog champ. I wish I knew if there was a Prog champ emote somewhere on Twitch. I don't think that there is, but if not, maybe I should be the one. Oust is just generally good right now, I think, in Modern. But I really don't like Path to Exile, generally speaking. Okay, so they have Spell Queller here, right? Yeah, Oust is good versus Shadow. I mean, I don't know. I feel like it's just generally good right now. It just lines up well. And like not giving people lands is kind of important at the moment. Do I sorcery speed cycle this Raugrin Triome? Feel like that's the right thing to do. So I have 4, 5. I need 7 mana to play Omnath with Fiery Justice back up, but then I won't have an extra land drop, so I'm really spinning my wheels a little bit. I'm gonna sorcery speed cycle this. I didn't need to play the land first, but I did. Slam Omnath. I'm going this way. It's probably low reward. Buying Urian is probably the better thing to do here. I don't want to slam Omnath Pie, but it's because I feel like I just don't have anything right now. Like if they quell this, I'm like, it's fine. Hopefully they don't have Queller into Teferi. That's the one thing I don't want to see. That's fine. They're down to 3 cards in hand, and from what I've seen of their deck, it's mostly creatures. So I feel like this Fiery Justice is just eventually going to give them a huge blowout. Just like a really good hairdo. I think if I didn't jam before, I only have one mana left though. No, but Urian's a fine buy here. Now slam Omnath? Yeah, probably should. All right. Yeah, I could oust a Queller, that's true. Snap. That was unexpected. Well, we're setting them up for a board where I'll get a really brutal Fiery Justice, so... As long as they don't have Geist. Oh, excellent. Stoneforge. More? Holy crap. Oh, finally. Okay. Although in this case, if I go Oust, then I can still buy the Urian afterwards or Fire Justice. So I like this. I have a flyer, so I think I like Sword of Fire nice on this board. Also, they're already down 1 card in hand. Let's try to Fiery Justice here. Hey, not Frosty XD. Oh, right, it's Foster. Hi, Foster. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Fiery Justice does have a green in it. Green, white, red. 1, 2. Perfect. Whee! Opponent might be reading. Yes, they were. All right, 2 cards in hand. Top card of their library is Spell Queller. Passes back. Caw! Got him. This is my boomstick. It's a good quote. This is my boomstick. That's Evil Dead, right? Feel like he's a little more badass about it than I usually am about, well, anything, to be honest. We could have Justice it too. On that turn, I also cast Stoneforge Mystic, if I'm not much mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, this is a very nice house of cards you've constructed, opponent. It would be a shame if it were all to fall down. It quelled my Stoneforge. Didn't I? I feel like I used almost all my mana every turn. Crap. Actually, that's not too bad. It's not too bad. I can... Yeah, I can play Stoneforge, get the other sword, equip the sword, and swing. It's probably better to get Batterskull, though, right? With how much damage I'm about to take. And just play the Queller. Or Tracker. Sophie's getting detention next turn? Yeah. But then they probably won't want to attack with the one Queller they have into, I don't know, basically anything, right? Do I want to use this to drop in the Batterskull this turn? No. Not compared to drawing a card. But knowing they're about to draw Deputy means there's no point in me moving the sword. Yeah, okay. I mean, I guess they could hit my tracker here. Yeah, they don't. Not surprising. And my tracker can pop a clue and be big enough to eat the Geist, so they probably won't even attack. Yeah. My absolutely enormous tracker should just eat them very quickly here. I am going to attempt to play quickly in order to dodge timing out again with this deck. But as y'all can hopefully see, my client is not being super helpful. Okay. Yeah, I can't get that equipped. All right. Yeah, I know, Roy. Damn it. All right, whatever. Yeah, Geist is not a great blocker. Double Tracker is also super fun. Not that fun enters into it much here, but, you know. It's not bad. I probably should get the Batterskull down. You don't click on Batterskull to do that, Zach. That's just not how that works. Smash? Queller to block? Oh my goodness. How many Scourge of the Skyclaves or whatnot can they hit here? That Ice-Fang does not have Death Touch. I wonder if they named Fiery Justice. If not, fun things are about to happen. Oh, Skyclave Apparition. Scourge of the Skyclaves. Can we get Mord and Larynx Punchworthy in here too with Pi just to roast me while I'm dying to time? Then it would really feel like a Mana Simple stream. Uh-huh. Really? Really? Okay. Okay. Yep. Wow. Yeah, I should have played land there. I don't care anymore. Did you guys catch that thing where they killed one of my tireless trackers? Because I sure as hell don't care. Time is only an illusion that leads to game losses. Yeah. But like, I don't know if it comes through properly for you guys, but like every time I click, the client's like, okay, click on something. Okay. And then this thing. Okay. Tell you, I would not be able to stream some RTS with delay like this. Just F6? Well, sure. And yeah, we got lethal. I found the line, chat. down the line. Then I forgot that my sword triggers for damage, so... I had the Wrenn and Six ready to deal the one remaining point of damage there. I forgot that the sword was going to trigger. Alright. Got him. Fiery justice yourself. It doesn't work the way you think it does, Pi. It doesn't work the way you think it does. Alright. See, look at all the magic I'm playing, dude. You're missing this every time you register Oust all spells. Sure, you're winning, but are you playing Magic? Pi and you have been running into leagues recently. Pi, did you beat Jiggy during your last 5-0? Because I saw the words grinding breach or just breach or something on your 5-0, and I was like, uh-oh. I think I know who that was. But I don't remember the name. I don't think it was Jiggy, but... Lil Germ is basically Doom Guy? Is that what you meant to say? I don't know what Doom Guy is. Validant. Hand is speculative, but kind of excellent. Like, obviously I can't cast 2 of those cards in my hand, but otherwise really, really good. So let's just, like, rip what we need here. It might have been an inverter. Oh, no, no! Whoa! Ah! Ah! Okay, good. Whew! Scared me for a second. Client just, like, choked up in a really weird way where I was like, did I just F-Sec their turn or my turn? Doom Guy is the protagonist of Doom. The guy with... Oh, okay. Yeah. I did not know Doom Guy was the name of the protagonist from Doom. They've got really good writers over there, don't they? It's a AAA studio, huh? I enjoy that my 4-color deck plays 4 Noble Hierarchs and 2 Birds of Paradise. I don't think it's wrong. I'm just, like, enthused. Hit me, baby. I want you to hit me as hard as you can. I want you to hit me as hard as you can. That's what I asked for. That's how I like it. Should probably get that on the soundboard. Feels like a good quote. Right. Shit. All right. We got a clock. For the deuce. Dunking on people here. Can I explain how excited I am to play with Ice-Fang Coatl in like a playable deck? I'm really damn excited. That's such a wonderful Spell Queller target. Thanks, opponent. Good. You are so considerate. My clock moved an hour ahead? No, I'm definitely an hour behind. You can count on Mana Symbol Channel to always be an hour behind. Yeah, we lagging hard. Jace! I think you know what I have to say about that one! Yoink! When we get verdicted here, I'm going to cry. I really am. Motherfucker. Alright, we officially have no castable spells. Yo, we should oust the Ice-Fang so we could draw an extra card later. That's the play, yo. That's the play. Please, no verdict. Please. Nobody plays Supreme Verdict. Supreme Verdict is, in fact, a myth. So is Teferi 5. If they have Teferi 5, I'm going to be a little pissed. What a perfect curve. Unreal. They can get Teferi Time Raveler, then they can get Jace. Oh, or the other way around. They both work. Yeah, okay. I'm done here. I'm done. It's fine. Yeah, because even if I top deck the... You know what? It's fine. I think we could have been fine there, but I'm happy to be out. What? No. Nah, see, dude, we were never getting there. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. They deserve that one. I had bolts. I don't really mind. Yeah, my house of dominoes was knocked down brutally. Like, they knocked down all my toys, and I'm packing them up and I'm going home. Did I have to concede there? No, not at all. Did I feel kind of weird as soon as I did it? Yeah, absolutely. Am I sad that I did it? No, not really. I'm okay. Yeah, we had no red mana. Like, remember when I said there were like 4 cards in my hand that I couldn't cast? And that's the thing, is like, I checked the top of my deck. Yes, that is not a reason that I should have conceded that game. I fully admit to you, conceding that... you know what? I agree with you. That game was winnable, and I should have stuck in it. I didn't. We're done. We're moving on. I'm not worried about it. I don't want you to worry about it. Okay. Ashiok's not great here. Ashiok's fine. You always concede those situations? What? Why are you telling me not to? Why? I don't know. Pretty much everything's kind of okay in these kind of matchups. Yeah, I guess I'll just bring in the one Ashiok. It's not even like that good. It's fine. Yeah, oh, I definitely would have played it out. Snatch that victory from the... All right. Y'all seem to believe in me for some reason, so... Oh, man. Yeah, I'm shipping that. That one. I'll take that one. Can I have this one? I'd like this one. Mm-hmm. Put back Noble? Hell no. I do want to turn 2 Wrenn always. On turn 3, I wanted to play, On turn 3, I wanted to play, Tracker plus a fetch land. Thank God, no force negation. Opponent's playing Ousts too, so it's catching on. Play Tracker into open mana, possible turn 3 Teferi. I guess. I just wanted the option, because what did I ship? I shipped an Ice-Fang. Ice-Fang is not... Ice-Fang is less useful in this matchup, and the turn 1... Like, what if I drew turn 2 Teferi? Right? I feel like having the acceleration was very reasonable there. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, I'm not really playing this game like an aggro deck. I'm playing this game like my deck, everything is a 2-for-1, and I don't think that that's true about what my control opponent is doing. I think our deck is actually better value than theirs is. Am I willing to let them resolve Jace here? Look at this Wrenn and Six going up. Maybe we just do that for a bit. Yeah. Hey, Mr. Maple Syrup. But yeah, Pi, I mean, Pi, you can always count on me to take fairly conservative lines and or non-aggressive lines, unless the aggressive line is very greedy. So like, I remember once upon a time I had a discussion with Roy about he disagreed on my play against Infect where I jammed a Wrenn and Six where I'm like, well, if they don't, like, I get to kill one of their Glistener Elves, and then there's a Glistener Elf on the board. My options were fairly limited. Oh, please no Cryptic. Sure. It's not too bad. It's a pain in the ass, but it's not too bad. The biggest problem now is they could have Teferi 5 coming down. But if they want to tuck the Tracker, that probably doesn't go too well for them. So let's go Tracker, fetch, Wrenn and Six? Yeah. Tracker, fetch, Hierarch is better. Maybe. Yeah, it just depends. They verdict me or something here, I'm supremely happy. Play out the Wrenn. I like this one because then if they go Teferi 5, tick down on Tracker, I can attack it and ping it for 1. If they play Jace the Mind Sculptor and boomerang my Tracker, I can play Wrenn and Six, tick down, and attack it for 1. So I have a reason I'm doing this. I'm not just doing it pointlessly. Hopefully it works out, I don't know, but I at least have a reason. Maybe it's not the best reason, but I think it's okay. Victory! Okay. Yeah, I mean, if they and like Teferi Time Raveler wrecks them, but it doesn't wreck me. I mean, it's inconvenient, but we can definitely power through it. This is basically like playing Niv Mizzet against Control. It's very similar. Like, we have some counter magic, but mostly we're just like super greedy. Just like everything generates value. Fuck, man, not again. There's no way. What's up, Caustic? Hope you're doing well, friend. Okay. I don't think it's getting better than this one. I think I just ship one of these Hierarchs. No. Kind of want to keep it. No, we'll ship a Hierarch. Ship Plains. Fine. You handsome bastard. Chillin'. Yo. Break it on down. So, in Turbidale, I'm a loser, baby. So why don't you kill me? Alright, I don't think I'm jamming Teferi into their open mana. I think I'm hoping that they play a Teferi next turn, and then I get to Teferi through their Teferi. But we'll play Hierarch. I'm sure Jiggy is not pleased with my failure to jam. Jiggy, the disappointed pageant parent. I see. Are you gonna do plus your Teferi? Yeah, you are. Delicious. Alright. This could go real well for us. This is gonna go real well for us. Let's find out. Yes, I understand that, Pi. That's why I'm thinking this could go really well for us. Yes, that is exactly how I'm going to play this. So if they have a Force of Negation to protect their Teferi from my Bolt, then we get to resolve our Teferi. And as I mentioned before, I think if both of us have Teferi in play, it's way worse for my opponent. We'll find out. Are they F6'd? Oh, no. Oh, no, opponent. Oh, no. I have red-green. I'm getting some variety of white here. I think white-blue is fine. Yeah. And then we're reasonably well set up for Omnath. So, in Turbido. Well, I'm a loser, baby. So why don't you kill me? I think I plus this, because then we have Spell Queller. What's up, Sabbathos? Sabbath O's? Sabbath OS? That's right, it's Sabbath OS. The only operating system you should use on the Sabbath. Field me. Alright. Word. I got a mountain. What are you gonna do about it? Not only do I have a mountain, I got a lightning bolt to go with it. What are you gonna do? What the are you gonna do? Need to pick me up on the Lord's Day? Try new Sabbathos. With 80% less sacrilege. Your amount of taken sacrilege may vary. Do not eat Sabbathos unless instructed specifically by a rabbi or pastor. Now it's double the guilt. No, that's the Catholic one. Oh no. Damn it. I should not. Well, if they tick down, I get to bolt it. Let's think of Black Sabbath. That's fair. They did not tick down? Wild. Wait, but bolts plus Hierarch does it again. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Let me tell you a little something about Noble Hierarch. This freaking card. Roy, do we like Noble Hierarch here? You prefer to planes over Noble. And I was wrong, Pi. How many times per day do you need me to say that I was wrong? All right, so I'm going to draw a card with Teferi now. Because if I hit a land there, I would have been exceedingly happy. If they hit a land here, they can attack down Teferi, which I'm obviously not thrilled about. I could deploy Spell Queller to block, actually. So let's get this Stoneforge in. Yeah, perfect. Blue-white players, Keck W. Yo. I'm getting Sword of Feast and Famine, 100%. Okay. All you need is Noble Hierarch. I mean, obviously. Doing work. Yo. Please play something that costs less than 5. I mean, if I have to use Spell Queller as a chump blocker for my Teferi, I will do it. But I'm very greedy, opponent. I'm very, very greedy. And the blue-white player concedes to Teferi Time Raveler. Maybe this card should be banned. It's really obnoxious. Look how much magic I'm playing, Pi! Look how much magic! Alright. We played all the magic this league, dude. It's obnoxious if you're playing control, but fine if you're not. No, I like it too, because like one of the things that I have always said about it is like, what I like about Teferi is it lets the non-control decks have something that just like rolls control decks super hard. But it's obviously like, but I like hard control decks. And to be honest, Modern is such a hard format for them already. That, you know, I don't really know that they need the help, but I'm just guilty of loving the Niv Mizzet deck. So like humans? Wow. Alrighty then. Yeah, all right. Well, it's you, Mario? Zamilk? Climax? If you read it backwards, Climax? Climax. I'm an idiot. Their name is Climax backwards. I see. Figured it out with my big brain. Oh, that has nothing to do with him being Italian. It has to do with the phrase "it's a me." There's no male and female in English, Pi. That doesn't exist. Yeah. Like, most things in German, but not everything, which is weird. So last time we played this deck against humans, the games were just super epic. So I'm really excited to see if that happens again. You get a lot of racism for being Italian on the internet. I mean, I don't want to... the Italian officers on ships were very not... But, and on average, were... skeezy is probably the right way to say it. Okay, so none of my swords get through here, so Batterskull is realistically the only choice. Let's go tap land. You dislike Italy? Okay, well. Lots of Americans dislike America, so that is a sign of our times. People don't love the countries they're in. Except for me. I love Canada. Yikes. It's a big team. Not Mengucci. Oh my god. Well, we're taking 10. It's a little bit faster than some of the previous games I've played against humans. That's a really good draw, kind of. Except I have to shock for it. Manghuchi? That sounds super funny. Manghuchi-ku. More humans. Okay, Mantis Rider is kind of nice here. Because at least we know where my bolt is going. Please, no more phantasmal images or Thalia's lieutenants in your hand, please. Please. Okay, thank God. So that's 12 out of the champion plus lieutenant. So if they attack with everything, I think I'm going to have Batterskull eat this one. I think so. Oh, but I'm going to take a bunch of damage here to bolt. Oh, they didn't attack. Okay. This makes things easier. So we just put the Batterskull on the 7/7, bolt the Mantis Rider, and then next turn we can actually put the Batterskull on Stoneforge, attack for 6. Okay, I mean, we should be in okay shape here. Yeah. Rebuy Batterskull and play it? I think I just equip it to Stoneforge, dude. Because then I get to attack for 5. 6. I get to attack for 6 and gain 6 life. I'm pretty sure that's better than and then resetting the skull. Maybe I'm thinking short term. I mean, obviously we're gonna recalculate based on what we draw, but so I go to 5 here. Yikes. So if I go to 10... Oh, I can block and eat this Thalia's Lieutenant next turn with a 5/6 Stoneforge. Assuming they have 0 other creatures, which I guess is silly. I don't know. They basically can't play around much. Yeah, whatever. And I gain 5 on my next block, 6 on this attack. All right. I mean, we'll see how she goes. Yeah, Oust would have been a great draw anywhere along the way here. But, I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm just... We still have Ousts in our deck to draw to. So let's see what they have here. They had 1 last card in hand they didn't play this turn. It must be a 3-drop. And probably one they didn't know about because they chose not to crank the vial last turn. Maybe they have another 3-drop and then the card they drew this turn. What the hell is that? Okay. Sure. So I'm at 16. I'm going to take probably 8. Attack with all, please. 1 time. Nope. Okay. Mm-hmm. Nope. Fuck. Just can't get anything going, huh? That's okay. We lost game 1 against the control deck. So. And we had the mana leak in our hand all game that couldn't do anything, and everything else is lands. So, you know. It's not the greatest draw. Theirs was incredibly fast. Like 0 disruption, but incredible speed. So, not really concerned overall. Yeah, Spell Queller is probably one of the worst cards. The best thing about Fiery Justice is nobody sees it coming. Nobody knows they're about to get Fiery Justiced. Alright. I think that's fine. Teferi's also not good. You like Pulse? Yeah, I mean, Pulse is fine. For some reason I want to cut one of my Teferis. I can't really cut a growth. I don't want to cut any growths. I don't want to cut any growths at all. Maybe on the draw. Feel like the growths are super. Sword of Feast? No, we're not cutting Sword of Feast. Hell no. Sword of Feast is quality. I mean, obviously, like, Teferi Bounce Vial is great. No, I mean, that's fine. Tracker. I could see cutting a tracker. Yeah, I'd rather have this sword than the tracker, though. We have so much stuff. Like, we have 3 knights that are just here to kill vials, though, essentially, dude. Like, I think I like that. I like this. This is what I'm going with. Pi, you're a better player than me, and you can take solace in that fact. I'm doing what I think is right, but it's probably wrong compared to what you think is right. Oh my god, I'm up on time? What kind of miracle is this? Yeah, that's a hand. It's like very light on action. Maybe Ryan though? Alright. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. Yeah, I'm really hoping that my Wrenn and Six gets to bump a 1-drop here. Bumpin', pumpin', city of Compton. It's unlikely. Usually they go for Vial, but they kept their 7, so there's a good chance they have the 1/1 Champion of the Parish or Noble Hierarch here. So we'll see. Nope. Never lucky. Good draw, though. At the Shock? If I want to play Wrenn and Six? Slam Wrenn. Yeah. Just considering my options for a moment. So this really pivots the future of this game. So as much as possible from here on out, I want to... Slaying Thalia is huge. I agree with you. I'm definitely not going to say that in a vacuum I forgot that they play Thalia. Because they didn't play one last game. They just played their super... And that's what I was saying. They played their super aggro half last game. You can attack of bluff? What? I mean, I'm attacking because it's free. Attack or bluff? Bluff what, though? Path? Sure, yeah. But, like, I don't know that... Even if I could cast Path here, I would probably wait till their upkeep, right? I mean, there's not really a reason for me to Path on their... before their next turn, right? It's Meddling Mage? Oh, good luck. You are not going to hit. Stoneforge. Good guess. Very good guess. That was a really good guess. Good for you, opponent. Holy shit. I wasn't ready for that. Wow. Well done. Absolutely. We gaming out here. Now whitelisted? No. Here's their 1/1. That's immediately going to become a 2/2. Oh, it's a Hierarch. Okay. Five cards in hand. Yikes. Thalia's Lieutenant into Thalia's Lieutenant, please. No. Oh my god, please, no. Okay. Whew. Humans? This economy? I know. But you know, Blitz, 9 out of 10 households still believe humans is a viable deck. And statistics show they might be wrong. What the hell is this? Did they miss a... They missed a counter on their Thalia's Lieutenant for this? I guess. Jeez. Alright, I would like to draw Fiery Justice, please. That's quality, Blitz. Humans is the Jiggy Wiggy Brew of species. A little harsh, isn't it? Accurate, but harsh. Bonk. Man, I enjoy Exalted way more than I thought I ever would. I really do. It's such a weird Weird statement. Weird flex. But for a Bant mechanic, I sure as hell enjoy it. All right, we're going Night of Autumn this turn. Get that vial out of here. Imagine all the fantasy races you could be, and you choose to play human. He was no, dude. We're just shitting on. We're just joking about jokes at this point. This is all meta humor. None of this has anything to do with actual humans being actually viable in Modern. I think it's fine. Skullclamp, are you aware of the Reddit that is, oh, what is it called? Sim Earth? No, Earth Stats? Earth RPG? It's a subreddit, and it's all basically this huge joke about what if Planet Earth is like an RPG client and all the animals are like people who have like rolled stats. $13 damage. Holy yikes. They probably want to attack with the 2/2 illusion? Yeah. So I'm taking this, going to 5. Then move the sword onto Noble. Play Wrenn and Six. Obviously, we see what we draw. We can also pick up Urian and then play Urian. Man, I get a lot of value here. So I can take this, and then we'll see if we bounce back. Oh, I can't move the sword because it won't connect. Oh shit, the Mantis Rider. Mantis Rider can block my sword. Okay, that screws up everything. I guess I see what we draw. No Fiery Justice. Ping equip pass. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, dude. That's what I'm thinking. You gotta give me more time. I'm not as smart as you, dude. I can't find these lines that quickly and be as confident about it as you are. No, I mean it. I'm not trying to make stuff up. I'm not trying to compliment bait or anything. I'm just seriously, it takes me an extra second sometimes to like look at a line and be 100% sure that that's what I want to do, and I'm not about to lose the game by being an idiot. I'm up on clock somehow, so yeah. Reflector. This is Kite Sail, I don't care. Kudro is acceptable, but not fun. Fuck. No. Okay. Whew. They tapped black first, so it was gonna be Kitesail or Kudro. I think. I mean, obviously, it could be something else, but Realm Walker. Yeah, it's from Kaldheim. They played it last game. You've seen it before. It's that card you're kind of surprised that people play because Druid of the Menagerie is that but bigger, and the Glimpse of Nature card is... Yeah. And then there's the Glimpse of Nature card. Okay. So I'm taking 2 here, eat their Meddling Mage. Oh, wait. Eat their Meddling Mage and their Thalia's Lieutenant? Seems good. If I'm going to do this anyway... Oh, no, I need to kill the mage. Yeah. Seems good, except now I don't have a flyer. So I switch these two. There's a bigger ground pounder, but I'm in huge trouble here anyway. Yeah, I'm not. I'm assuming you meant wait, Pi. Yes, the attack of the Meddling Mage knowing the SFM. Yeah. So if I do this and I do this, I could go to 1. Yeah, but they have 2 flyers here, and I have nothing. I mean, I don't like any of these blocks, Roy. Like, really? we can so the way I set up the first time, I lose all my creatures, I kill Mantis Rider. I go to 2. I think my first block was the most correct. Yeah. My first block was this way. I mean, we have lots of outs, so... We gotta hit something. We gotta hit something. Next time we can just do Urian stuff? I mean... Maybe. I can grab Uriah, equip the sword to Noble, swing through, cast Uriah, flicker, yeah. So, yeah. Or we could draw Omnath. Bang. Fuck. Equip sword, grab Uriah. If I fetch, can I get 2 Wrenn and Sixes? No. We're still just dead though, right? I just can't put out enough blockers. Yeah, I know. It's this is a tough one. I mean, there's tons of stuff they could have. We're just dead, right? So I could kill the kite sail by playing both Wrenn and Sixes, but that doesn't help me get enough blockers. So you go ping, then attack. I can go ping. Hold on. I can go ping with Wrenn and Six, ping with new Wrenn and Six, play Stoneforge Mystic, and I have 2 blockers. Ping, play Wrenn and Six, ping, fetch. I may have taken myself off that line though. Yeah, I don't have the mana because of what I used to equip the sword. Yeah, but how do I play the Stoneforge Mystic, Roy? I know I can play the Wrenn and Six, but how do I play the Stoneforge Mystic and keep the Noble untapped? Yeah, but I need to keep the Noble untapped too, because I need 2 blockers. Play the land? The fetch can only get me an island or a forest, and neither of those save me here. Oh, it gives me a forest. I see. Okay. Yeah. I was thinking to catch a Stoneforge for some reason. Yeah, we can do it. Okay. We can do it. Yeah. I don't worry about it. I was just thinking about the mana backwards. I was committed to doing one thing first and then solving for the other thing instead of solving for both. I was incapable of readjusting my thinking to anything other than the way I had started it. But luckily, I've got good friends. When the road looks rough ahead and you're miles and miles from your nice warm bed, just remember what your old pal said. Oh, it's a paradise here, except for Randy Newman. Randy Newman? Yep, just sits there playing the piano and singing about what he sees. All right, opponent. Sock it to me. Give me the good shit. Show me that nothing ever mattered. Reflector Mage is fine. Reflector Mage is fine. Remember that. I want you to remember what my old grandma said. Reflector Mage is fine. I was lying. I'm not happy about this. Might be fucked. Yeah. Omnath off the top, please. I'm at 1. I can't take this anymore. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh, good. It got an Exalted trigger. Batterskull actually does keep me alive if they don't have anything else. Insane. All right. Pog. So do I kill their Hierarch now, though? Or do I let them go to combat? I want Pie's input most, but I'll take anyone input on this. Kill? I think so. If I'm killing anything in here, it's the Hierarch. They're stuck. I mean, maybe not, but yeah, we'll see. All right. Godspeed, little germ token. Take me home, baby. Wait, can I? I think I could have put the Misty in play, but I guess it doesn't really matter since I'm at 1. Please, no Phantasmal. Oh, fuck. Come on. One time. No Mantis Rider. I can't imagine what they would have in their hand that wouldn't kill me here. I guess Realm Walker. Kudra wouldn't kill me. Looks like Realm Walker. Yeah, alright. That's a problem for future Zach. Okay, we need Omnath off the top or fucking something, dude. Oust? Oust would be good. I did not come all this way and just die here, did I? If I had played my other land last turn... Yeah, I know we could play an equip. Yeah, I guess it keeps me alive. Yeah, we have one more. Actually, if I can make it to next turn, and we're able to fetch... Was there a reason to fetch there? Did I have a choice not to? I don't believe I had the choice not to. Yeah, equip is 5. It's okay, Blitz, you don't do combat math. This is combat math. Yep, that's what that is. Definitely qualifies. Yeah, if we untap, we might be okay. I mean, we'll see. We get to go fetch Orion, play Orion, reset the Batterskull, and have a 4/5. I mean, it depends on how hot the top of their deck is, though. Chooses Spirit for unclaimed territory. Oh, that can't be good. That means they have a Skyclave Apparition in their hand. Oh my god. Please tell me. Oh my god. Oh my god. Maybe on top? It could be on top. Would they play the territory like that then? They could have played it post-combat. I guess it doesn't really matter when they play it too much. All right, I want a really good top deck here, please. Something insane. It's a good one. It's a good one. Okay. Uriah, we might be fine. Might be fine. You're Ryan. You're so fine. You're so fine. You blow my mind. You're Ryan. You're Ryan. I mean, they could just flip up a Mantis Rider at any point here, but no point in worrying about it. I'll slide the sword for fun. Whee! Come on, come on, come on. We gotta make it. We gotta make it. So close. This is game 3. I think this is game 3. Is this not game 3? Did I not win a game? Oh, maybe I didn't win a game. Oh my god. Sorry, guys. I wasn't worried because I thought I won a game 2 in there somewhere. Ah, sorry. Garbage streamer is garbage. I mean, we'll see. Yeah, well, they're going nuts finally. Oh no. Wait, Skyclave can't take anything particularly relevant here. I mean, at least it's interesting to watch. Yeah, this game has been something. It should be the sword. I can't imagine they take anything but the sword here. It cannot take tokens, Roy. Skyclave Apparition creates tokens. So it's not allowed to take tokens. Yeah. This was one eventuality I was kind of able to plan around. Okay, this kind of works for us because I have the Helix. And they really don't have any good attacks here. I mean, they should still attack, but my Germ will eat Reflector Mage or Realm Walker. If they don't attack with Thalia's Lieutenant, I just get to chump block with the Germ and then move the Batterskull. Yeah, I think this works for us. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to kill the Realm Walker. Okay, that's fine. Can I F6? I can F6. Try not to lose this game. It's incredibly tight, and I think... I don't know. I have been playing this game like it's game 3. I think I'm gonna win. It's looking good. We'll see though. Helix Realm now. That's exactly what I was doing. I just wanted to make sure my mana wasn't screwed up, and I just screwed up my mana. God damn it. God damn it. I think we're still okay, but I'm annoyed. I should have been able to play Ice-Fang. I just didn't shock for a land here, and I have more than enough life to play with, so that's a significant mistake. Reflector Mage? Like off the, yeah, Phantasmal Mage. Fuck. Fuck. Wait, what? What? It's not GG's. Even if they had picked the right card, we wouldn't die. We'd go to 1, but we wouldn't die. Yeah, their attacks are not good here. Batterskull's doing work again against humans. Oh, you mean GG's for me? I bet you meant GG's for me. Sorry. Used to the aggressive GG's. Is this scoop? Is that why my client's hanging? Yeah, okay. For future viewers, I apologize, I'm about to kick my client. We boarded in Pulse, Fiery Justice, 3 Knight of Autumns. We boarded out Spell Queller, Teferi, and 4 Mana Leaks. I think it's impossible for me to win this last game, and so we're going to time out in our final match while we're about to hit 4-1 and end up 3-2. It's like 3.5 minutes, Roy. It's possible to win if I pull ahead gratuitously. You like my taste in modern decks, Matsuval? Fuck. I'm glad. I don't like my taste in forgetting that we were on game 2 and not game 3, but... yeah... it's not that I've given up on Urza, it's that every deck I've played with Urza has been mediocre. And I have... When I loved playing Urza, it's because you could play it as a fair deck, you could play it as a combo deck, you could play it as a mid-range deck. Yeah. Maybe MH2 will give us new tools. Maybe new Phyrexia. Whenever we get the next Phyrexian set, which should be Mirrodin related. We might get some quality artifacts there. So, we'll see. Okay. Justice. Knights. Pulse. 1 Teferi, 2 Quellers, 4 Minutes. I like Teferi better than Pulse if I need to win. It's not really new, but it's certainly doing better than it had been in a while. Yawgmoth is one of those decks that's like tier like 2.5. Hand is fine. Right, I'm not gonna ignore chat and just play. I'm gonna do the best I can, but Meddling Mage? Oh, don't do Stoneforge again, please. We've not seen a Thalia from them at any point. It's very strange. Okay, opponent is definitely not an experienced humans pilot. They should have gotten the extra counter there and just... Well, maybe they were trying to play around Lightning Bolt, but then they didn't, which is weird. Like, they did it up to a point, and then they just decided, nah, I'm done. Strange. I don't know. I feel like their start is way too good here. Could I come back? Maybe, but this is really bad. God, the trigger again. Do they also have a 3-drop? Because I'm basically dead at this point. Oh. Alright. Oh my god. Fuck. Come on. I think we drew 0 Oust this match, so... Are they attacking my Teferi? Is that what that... No. Alright. Yeah. Alright. Yeah. That's... Man, that's so tough. Like, that game 2 was so good, and couldn't do anything on that game 3. Should I have mulliganed? I don't know, maybe. I didn't have time to make the decision, but the hand was very, very slow. I was just not expecting them to have Meddling Mage on totally blind Stoneforge again. Yeah, this deck is really sweet. I like it a lot. I think it's very good. I like the Ousts a lot. I think it's generally a very good balance of everything that I would want to be doing in Modern. Being an 80 card deck, yeah, you are a little bit loose to some variants, but I like most of the choices made in here. Maybe Fiery Justice should be seeing more play in general. Maybe. Not sure. One of the nice things about this deck is like we have the ability to overpower when we give our opponents that 5 life. It's like, yeah, don't worry, we'll get there when we get there. And we got to do that in a match, which was great. So yeah, this deck is nice. Like it a lot, and I would play it again. And I have no particular commentary other than maybe there should be a 4th Omnath in this deck, since it's like basically the best part of it. I don't know about that, but I potentially should be a 4th Omnath in this 80 card deck, I think. Maybe a touch more removal. We could be playing more Lightning Bolts and Lightning Helixes over Mana Leak in the main deck, but obviously the Mana Leaks came in clutch in a whole bunch of places. So we only lost to Tron, which I think is generally a bad deck, and Humans, which is a bit of a coin flip. Had variants worked slightly better in our advantage, we could have been really okay there, but they had very explosive draws in game 1 and 3, and that was just very, very difficult to beat. But we did play the maximum amount of Magic. I mean, in that entire league, we just really, really rocked. So I love that. That's what I'm here to do. Next up, we've got an awesome deck from Davius Minimus. This is the person who was the big creator and sort of great champion of the Enigmatic Incarnation deck. Apparently he's been crushing it with this deck. I saw him play it a bunch today. So we've got Kiki Jiki with Resto Angel and BTL. So I'll be back in.
Meanwhile.
And if you're in the future on the YouTube, make sure you hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, check out any other videos you like, and I will see you over there.